take a short break, and when we return, we'll talk a little bit about what we do.
You think at Central Ela, nobody will know who reporting the corruption. Once you call or go there, Ela will protect your name and run after the corruption case so that those who are stealing public money can be brought to justice. As I said, this is your 1-hour program that is produced by Center, and here we discuss issues of transparency and accountability. This is to ensure that citizens have access to information around the state of the fight against corruption in Liberia. And today, as I stated, and Anti-Corruption Initiative, it's also called JOCSAI. Societies that Center conglomerated under one umbrella to do advocacy around corruption. So these are grassroots civil society organizations that are in communities to do their individual activities. The Center thought it was wise to have those organizations come together and work together around the issue of corruption. So that's why they are here today, participating in a program, and this whole program is supported by under the National Integrity Building and Anti-Corruption Program. JOCSAI is an activity of the National Integrity Building and Anti-Corruption Program that Center is running, supported by the government and people of Sweden. So we have our folks, let me introduce them. We have the program officer at Center, Siafa. It's Kamara. Siafa leads that program. It's here today to talk about their activities. We also have Rosam Kamara. Rosam represents the Dupolo HIV and AIDS Care Support Center. It's DOCSAI for short. I hope I get that abbreviation very right. And we also have Perry Dwogon. Perry represents the Let's Care Africa Foundation, and it is known as LICAF for short. And these groups are part of JOCSAI, and they have an upcoming activity that we'll talk more about. But before then, we're going to talk about some of the things we're doing at Center. As you know, this radio program is an activity of our National Integrity Building. On top of that, we also have other programs like the Advocacy and Legal Advice Center. This is a center that encourages citizens to report acts of corruption. So if you're out there, you're in a space, you're in a working place, and you see somebody is involved into corruption, you're into whether it's embezzlement or whether it is bribery, whether it is extortion, there are lots and lots of forms of corruption that you could report to the Advocacy and Legal Advice Center, and it's free. You don't have to have Unity in your phone to call ALAC. You could call 4432. It's free of charge. It's a short code. We didn't give you long numbers to remember, 088 days or 077 days. No, no, no. 4432. 4432 is the number. When you call that short code, 4-digit short code, you will talk to somebody at ALAC and they will give you the advice you need, be it legal advice or whatever advice you would need. And if you have cases of corruption, you can put that case to ALAC according to 4432. Also, you can reach out to ALAC via other means. You can reach out to ALAC via email in case you don't want to call so people can hear you talk. You can send an email to alac@centar.org.lr. Again, it's alac@centar.org.lr. Or you could also reach out to ALAC on Facebook. You could reach out to ALAC on Facebook by searching Centar ALAC. It's CENTALAC. It's Centar ALAC. Once you type Centar ALAC on Facebook, you're going to see the invitation, and then you can use that to send a message to Messenger. You can also leave a message on WhatsApp to 05557221113. 05557221113 is the WhatsApp line for ALAC. When you leave a message, ALAC is going to receive that message and refer your case. In the past, we've had lots and lots of cases from people across the country. People have called from concession areas. They've complained about bad labor practices and other things. ALAC received those complaints and they provide legal advice to those people. In some cases, there were mediation efforts, and there are areas where communities were complaining, my community chairman took our monies and up to now we've not gotten those money. In some of those cases, go there and conduct mediation efforts and ensuring that the community has what is due them. If it's a case that is high level corruption case, ALAC will refer that particular case to the LACC. And how to prosecute, it makes it very interesting to report a case to ALAC, because if you report a case to ALAC and ALAC refers that case to the LACC, that case will be looked into, and the LACC now has the power to go directly to court to prosecute, people for corruption. We're also running the Integrity Club outreach program, and that is a program where we work with young people in 4 universities. We have them at the University of Liberia, for example, at the African Methodist Episcopal University. We have them at the United Methodist University, and we have them at the Stella Maris Polytechnic University. All of those young people are trained and they are empowered with the awareness amongst their peers, but they are also conducting awareness within their communities. They have within them imbued the tenets of integrity. Centar intends to have integrity within them, to do things with integrity. And Centar believes that if you do that, if that is successful, we will have a secure future. Because imagine you have a society where young people who will be ministers tomorrow, they are doing things with integrity, they are doing the right things, they are not corrupt. If you have these people becoming ministers, for example, tomorrow, and presidents or leaders tomorrow, they will tread carefully and they will do things the right way, and we'll have a better society. So that's why Center intends to achieve through the Integrity Club's outreach program. We also have Open Expenditure Initiative. We work to ensure that government expenditure is open and its leadership to ensure that the county's social development fund is distributed, with everybody's consent, and that expenditure around county social development funds are done transparently, that there's equal participation, there's inclusivity, and that there's transparency around those projects that are being implemented on the county social development funds. We also have our State of Corruption report that we'll be releasing very shortly. We have our National Integrity Forum, where we work with governments, anti-graft institutions to promote transparency in government service delivery. We do a lot of things. In case you want to know more about what we are doing, you can visit our Facebook page. We are Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, CENTAR. If you go to Facebook now, you type Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, CENTAR, you're going to see our Facebook page. You can follow us or visit our website. We are available at www.centar.org.lr. Again, www.cental.org.lr. There you will find all of our reports, state of corruption reports, our activities, our press conferences, our engagement with partners and others. All of those information are available on our website, www.centar.org.lr. Also, we have a dedicated platform for budget analysis. The budget is very key. It's a very key development instrument. All of what you're doing, all of what you need from a country, all of the services that you will need to be provided by government, those fundings derive from the budget. If you will need drugs in the hospitals, if you will need roads to be built, if you will need enough teachers, incentives for teachers and better learning environment, all of those are provided through the national budget. So the national budget is a very, very key instrument. That is why CENTAR places emphasis on showing that the budget, first people understand what is in the budget. So we have this platform called the Budget Portal, where we analyze the budget, we look at the budget and see where the fundings are going, where we have low concentration and where we have high concentration. We do the analysis, and those analyses are available on our budget portal, and you can get that at www.liberiabudget.info. Now, if you go to your browser, you type www.liberiabudget.info, you're going to see our budget portal, where you'll find all of our analysis we've done of the national budget. Also, we have stories from our field visits. We commission some journalists to do investigative stories around corruption. All of those stories are available on our budget portal at www.liberiabudget.info. So that is that for what we're doing at CENTAR. We will take a short break and then we'll join our guests.
Yeah, but
Thank you very much, and welcome back to the program Integrity Watch. And now we will go straight to our guests. We have three distinguished personalities. We have Siafa and Kamara. He's a program officer at Center. Welcome, Siafa.
Thank you so much, Edward Lambo. It is indeed a pleasure being here this morning.
And we have another gentleman. He's from the Let's Care Let's Care Africa Foundation. Welcome, Perry Duogon.
Yeah, welcome, Mr. Blamo. Again, it's a great pleasure being here this morning to speak to our people. So thank you.
And we also have the only lady in the room, from the Dubo Road HIV and AIDS Care Support Center, Josha or Dorchas.
It's Duchess.
Dujas.
Yeah.
Welcome, Rizam Kamara.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing the platform.
Okay, all of these people are part of the Joint Civil Society and Anti-Corruption Initiative, and this is an initiative supported by Centaur. JOCSAI has been going about advocating against corruption across communities for the past 3 years now. So they will be telling us about some of their initiatives and the upcoming program that they have and what it's all about. So we begin with Safar. Tell us a little bit about JOCSAI and what you are involved with at the moment.
All right, so thank you. JOCSAI is a conglomeration of community-based organizations that is supported by the Center for Transparency and Accountability in the Bureau. So JOCSAI, in fact, in 2021, under Centaur's member program, that is the National Integrity Anti-Corruption Program, giving Centaur's own understanding about the workings of the community-based organization. So they decided now to form this Joint Civil Society Anti-Corruption Initiative. Okay. So from 2021 to 2023, we have been engaging with communities, raising awareness in marketplaces, engaging with stakeholders. We have had meetings with the National Muslim Council of Liberia. We had meetings with Ministry of Transport. We met with the legislature. Basically, we met with Solomon George. We met with Vincent Willie. We have engaged with a lot of lawmakers. And again, one of the major activities we had in 2022 was the March for Transparency.
Okay.
And that march was unique. It was organized, sponsored, and there was a specific petition that was submitted at the legislature calling for some bill to be passed. Okay. And one of the bills that we agitated for was the Witness Protection Bill, and that bill has been passed. And another bill that we were pushing for again was to give LACC that direct prosecutorial power. So today, LACC have that direct prosecutorial power that which gave us more opportunity and energy now to speak concretely to corruption-related matters.
Okay, so let's hear from Rizam. You are a member of JOCSAI. How has it been so far for you and your organization as part of JOCSAI? What are some of the things that you've been involved with, and how has it been on the overall?
Well, my experience with JOCSAI all the time has been great.
Okay.
Because it kind of activities they are involved in. So for a young person like me, the impact it helped you as a person also. They help the organization, which so
Go ahead.
So this project that we have, this is my first project with them.
Okay.
Since I came up with my joint this year.
Okay.
So we've been working with concerning what just talking about the sessions, officials, which how much would be centered around.
Yeah, we'll come to that. We just want to understand.
But I know it's been great.
Yes,
so
okay.
It's been great. At least now, the activities I'm involved in, so I can talk to people concerning the joint JOCSAI also.
Okay.
A lot of young people that know of organization, I try to encourage them also.
Let's hear from you, Perry Duogon, you from the Let's Care Africa Foundation. What has been your experience with JOCSAI so far? How has it been?
Okay, so my experience with just since I joined JOCSAI have been wonderful. It's especially coming to the space where you want to open your mind on the issue of integrity and accountability in society. My organization is an organization that support UN Sustainable Development Goal number 1 exclusively.
Okay.
And the issue of poverty, you cannot discuss it without discussing the issue of corruption. Corruption remains one of the major bottlenecks for human development.
Okay.
And so our organization, we are committed to fighting the issue of corruption. And that's why I led up to join JOCSAI.
Okay, so let's stay with you. You are part of JOCSAI, and JOCSAI has this activity tomorrow. What is it all about?
Okay, so over the 5 months coming to this date, we have been involved with carrying out awareness on the issue of sanctioned officials in Liberia. And though there have been a lot of major activities, well, our focal point is currently on the sanctioned officials in Liberia.
Okay.
And we know what roles that have played within the society. So our march, we got a petition march tomorrow.
Okay.
Like we begin with gathering signatures, going to radio stations, going to communities and talking to people regarding what is our stance and why do we want investigation for sanctioned officials in Liberia. So tomorrow, finally, we will be leading our march, a petition march to the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission tomorrow,
Okay.
petitioning them to request the evidence for those sanctioned officials, and there can be an investigation strictly prompted within the cases that justice can be done to Liberian people when it comes to holding those people accountable for things that they have been alleged of.
Okay, so it was I mean, you were part of the march and petition tomorrow. Where somebody wants to be a part of it, where is the assembling point? Where do they go? Where you start the march from? And where are you going to end? And what are you going to be doing? Just kill a rundown on how it will be like tomorrow.
Okay, first day, tomorrow we're encouraging everybody that want to join us on the march.
Okay.
We'll meet at Center office by 8 in the morning,
Okay.
where the distribution of t-shirts
Okay.
that will need for the march till we will start.
You distribute food as well.
Yeah, food will be available.
Okay.
Food will be available, food and water. But we're not giving anybody like money or so. no.
Okay. Okay.
Because we're trying to do this for everybody benefits. So if you're interested in correction free Liberia, we encourage you to come tomorrow. Even if you have this sound a petition from online, we come get with it.
Okay. So let's get to Siafa. How is this whole thing going? I mean, how you talk about petitioning online? I mean, are you asking people to sign petition? How is it like? How does somebody go?
Well, so like Perry said, we have launched this activity a couple of weeks ago, given that impunity in Liberia is a serious problem.
Okay.
If you look at statistics around the world, it tells you how our country is gradually declining when it comes to the fight against corruption. Like indicated always in our conversation, Transparency International is a clear organization that always grades country as per your performance when it comes to the fight against corruption. So our school on the corruption perception index is not good. From 2012, we had 41 in school, and 2022 we declined to 26. That alone speaks to the level of corruption in our country. So we as a joint civil society anti-corruption initiative, the conglomeration of 10 community-based organizations, we have noticed a persistent and consistent culture of impunity in Liberia, where people are in public space, they are alleged of corruption, nothing happened, they are being named, people have been sanctioned, no action has been taken, and those people, some of them, when in their counties, they are getting themselves elected into senatorial positions, others are moving around Monrovia, and nothing has been done. So we launched this petition program, form on our social media page,
Okay.
and people sign up to it. As it takes now, because this morning we checked, over 228 persons have signed that
Wow.
petition,
Wow.
committing themselves to the fight against corruption, and there are specific questions that were asked. Do you support the fight against corruption? Some of them, most of them that signed, in fact, the 228 people that signed, They say, yeah, do you want for sanctioned public officials to be prosecuted? And if guilty, their wealth, their ill-gotten wealth should be confiscated? All of them say yes. So this speaks to the volume that people are against impunity for corruption in this country. So if we must end impunity, there's a need that we petition institutions that are responsible to fight corruption. So that's why tomorrow we'll be converging at JFK to ensure that this petition is submitted to the Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission. We are going to ask them to investigate those people, those U.S. Sanctioned public officials. We are saying that sanctions, in fact, is not a conviction. You could submit yourself to investigation, and after the investigation, trust me, if you are not culpable of the act, you will go scot-free. And we, as JOCSAI members, will also come on radio to say, hey, after the investigation, these were the findings, and this person was not culpable. So yes, let the public, regain interest in this person. If you want to work, you can also work with them.
Okay, Rosam, back to you. For example, somebody listening may be interested and say, okay, I want to join the march tomorrow. What do they do? Do they still have chance to go online and sign a form? Or, should they come over tomorrow or something?
Yeah, they can come tomorrow. Also, they still have the time. You can go online or on JOCSAI page.
Haven't you reached your target yet?
We've getting about 1 to 500 people. 500 people? Yes. Okay. Because I believe in Liberia, when you say about something, they could crowd move people concerning certain situation. Okay. 2-3 persons won't come and just on whole country issues. They'll say, are you serious?
Why are you targeting 5,000 or 10,000 people? Why are you so moderate?
Oh no. Target? Yeah, it could be 5,000, 10,000, as many we can get. Okay. Definitely, as many we can get.
Okay.
So you can go on JOCSAI page online. You fill in the form tomorrow morning. You can come from where opposite JFK. Where you got lucky from us at West Center office. We'll be meeting there by 8 in the morning tomorrow.
Okay, so Perry, who are those sanctioned officials that you are calling for their investigation? Somebody will be listening. I want to know who are those that we're talking about.
Okay, so let me first begin by saying this to the public. Everywhere we are going to every radio station, we are making this very clear. This is not about witch hunting and about it. Okay. Let it be clear, and we are into this because we do believe that a better Liberia is something that everybody deserves. So, if we can record, December 9, 2020, we had 2 persons that were sanctioned by the U.S. government. Okay. Senator Prince Johnson from Nima County, and we have Senator Fanny Botoshima from Grand Kitba County, and that was December 9, 2020. Since then, we have not seen anything done with the cases in Liberia, most especially from our government angle. And then we came to 2023, April 15, when another sanction hit Liberia, where the then port managing director of the port, Mr. Bill Trari, was hit with a sanction from Manisky Act. And then we have the then Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Mr. Nathaniel McGill. And then we have the Solicitor General of Liberia, Simon Serena Seaforth. So we're talking about 5. And we also had the former passport director, Andrew Wimbo, who was also part of that list. For a case, he was taken to court, but then that case was acquitted because the government of Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission failed to provide evidence, and so that case was thrown out. But we have 5 of those sanctioned officials. And interesting, they just ended October 10th election, brought 3 of those guys back to the House of Legislators. Okay. And these are some of the reasons why we are into this for that investigation. Because that whole 50-50, the man went to court and he found no guilty. That's perfect. The society can still trust him. But the man is elected with an allegation, right? He's going to the House of Legislators. Let me be clear. We already have problem with the House of Legislators, right? And then we have 3 sanctioned officials going to the House of Legislators. Let's say the next 50%, they are found guilty, or the very act that they were sanctioned for, they are committed of that act, right? If they go to the House of Legislators, what happens? We see why the House of Legislators to be polluted again. Because the very act that those guys were sanctioned for, 3 of them going back to the House of Legislators will cause a problem. they will still do these things because they feel that the culture of impunity still exists, and they feel that they can do anything in the society and go scot-free and nobody can hold them accountable. So whatever it does is right. Liberia have become a country where doing the wrong thing and accepting it as right. It's a culture.
Okay, so let's talk to you, Rizam. You hear you talk about the fact that we're culturally acceptable to do wrong things and blah blah blah. I would like to know from you. There are a lot of people who would be thinking out there and say, why not allow sleeping dog to lie? These people, are sanctioned, and the Americans have the evidence, and we've been living together like this. And why we can allow sleeping dog to lie? Why are we going back to digging old wounds and digging how things are happening ever since? Why shouldn't we?
Reason being,
Okay.
because we don't address this situation in our country for example, Liberia. If we decide to let sleeping dog lie, it won't stop happening.
Okay.
Because they will say that because there are examples. We give example for other young people who are coming out with bigger interest in going in a religion field. So
Sure.
if we are doing the wrong thing and the country is not addressing it, everybody just let it be. The younger people will take the sinful step, and in fact they will become worse than the way you actually do it. So to avoid all that situation, to avoid your country going backward instead of forward, to avoid criminal acts, we need to put our foot down and take out the situation when it's happening. Now to say, oh, let it be. Maybe the next person who do it again, won't happen again now. So we need to set example
Okay.
for it to stop happening.
Set
this
example.
Yes.
And impunity.
Yeah. So in Liberia,
Yeah.
in Liberia, this of letting own with God is serving. We have been living our own with God, and today our country at the point as it takes. So if you visited some clinics around, you notice resources that were placed in but for cleaning. People took those money and placed them in their pocket. We visited Bon County recently. There was a situation where resources were placed in your budget. People eat the money, and today there are many people who lost in their life because certain individuals took public resources that was intended for community project and they put them in their pocket. And today we are saying that we should let everything be with God. So for us, we want to put an end to impunity. If we put an end to impunity, we have a better society where people will not leave Liberia to go Ghana for treatment, where people will not leave Liberia to go to America for treatment. For we, the ordinary people, we are here. So we, the member of JOCSAI, we are concerned. We want to make our country better. We want to make it better so that everybody can enjoy from your natural resources. We don't want a situation where a pregnant woman is taken to the clinic and because of lack of medications, and then they lost their life, including the life of their unborn child. So we are concerned about ending the culture of impunity in this country. So we cannot sit here again to have people who are being sanctioned and we just look at them and be moving around and nothing happen. So that is our interest. Our interest is to go to the authorities. Those are charged with that responsibility. People at the LACC, they are being paid through the taxpayers' money, and therefore they must do their job. In an event where they need pieces of evidence, the American embassy is right here. Go to them, ask them that, hey, we need to investigate those people. Since in fact you were the one that sanctioned them, we believe that you have some pieces of evidence. So please, can you help us with this? We, the member of civil society, we could also go at the U.S. embassy to petition them to also furnish you with the pieces of information. Okay. So we want to put an end to the culture of impunity in this country so that our children who are in school, when they get in public position, they will understand that when you take resources that does not belong to you, you'll be punished for it. And that's the kind of Liberia we want to see.
Okay, that's the kind of Liberia we want to see. You're listening to the program in Tackle to Watch. This is your 1 hour radio program that is produced. We have folks from the Joint Civil Society and Anti-Corruption Initiative. We are known as JOCSAI for short. This is a group of grassroots civil society organizations or community-based organizations that are conglomerated under the auspices of the Joint civil society and anti-corruption initiatives supported by CENTAR on the National Integrity Building and Anti-Corruption Program. And as we stated, we are now opening the lines to solicit your participation. You out there, you can call 0777 145 145, 0777 145 145, 0555 145 145, and 0777 145 145. And in case you would like to put in your calls, you can call the numbers that I have just read, and you can ask questions to members of JOCSAI. You can make comments if you want to join the parade or join the march. It's not a parade, but it's more like a petition, but they will be marching from CENTAR's office. They will be marching from CENTAR's office right around the JFK medical, opposite the JFK hospital, right on top of the local pharmacy, that's where CENTAR is. And they'll be marching from that point to the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission office, or in Congo Town, right? And this is in Congo Town. And you'll be marching. You can join the march. What you'll be doing by joining the march is to show that you are in support of the accord. You are in support of the efforts from those civil society organizations to end impunity for corruption. If you are somebody out there who is in favor of impunity, if you want somebody when they steal or when they are corrupt, if they are corrupt and if they steal, and you want them to be left alone, if you want them to be left, nobody should get a hard time. If anybody takes money, if anybody steals from your country or place your resources, let it just leave, let it just stay like that. If you're that person, don't join the parade tomorrow. Don't join the march tomorrow. Don't join JOCSAI. If you like that, if you appreciate the fact that Liberia should be like that, don't join the parade. But if you're somebody who's not in favor of impunity, who upholds impunity, if you're somebody who, if somebody does wrong, you want them to be punished. If somebody steals, you want them to face the full weight of the law and that they should not go scot-free. Come up, join the parade tomorrow, join the march tomorrow, and support the activity of JOCSAI. Let's, if we have caller, we can take, let's hear you. Good morning. Yes, good morning.
My name is Peter Gatti, and I'm joining from issue number 17.
Let's hear you.
Thank you. Let me say thanks to FOC and thanks to the student guests. You know, these are people we need in the society, and I want to wish them well tomorrow as they are going to demonstrate their constitutional right. And I'm calling on all our friends to join them tomorrow to them to petition the Anti-Corruption Commission. The main recommendation to them should be the next step should be petitioning the national legislature in order for these people to sign the law and economic crime code. Because when the law and economic crime code is being signed, it is not just the section with our section. Others are very corrupt, we don't know. So when the law and economic crime code is signed, everything will be better. I think people will be scared to steal public money whenever they take public office. And we should thank you and put it else in my show.
Thank you very much for your participation. You out there, you want to participate, you can still call. Yeah, let's hear you.
Hello?
Hello, let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm calling from Bama.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I listened to the platform get this afternoon, this morning. I thank you very much. What I want to say is that we do men in the country, the left prosecute them, and it will not happen. The one that will happen in the country is the proper condition that will take place in the country. It was all the country be one prepare.
Are you joining the march?
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. And if you want to make your point, you can put in your call 07777 145 You can call and give your support. If you would like to join the march, you can ask them questions on, I think you provided most of the information. Let's hear the caller. Good morning. Let's hear you. What's your name?
I'm Shepherd from Bento.
Go ahead.
I'm really, really impressed with what all you guys do, that we have to prosecute these people that borrow our money, that eat our money from the JOCSAI administration. So, anyway, I'm a traveler. I'm pretty impressed over the application so that I can show you guys to really improve that.
So it's not about, let's get it, it's not about people who ate money during George Weah's time. What they're saying is those that were sanctioned by the US government, they should be investigated. And when they are found guilty, they should be prosecuted. They are not passing judgment. They are not saying these people are guilty, they should be prosecuted. They say they should investigate them. We get that? Okay, he's off the line. So let's get this clear. They are not, JOCSAI is not saying, oh, people stole money during George Weah time or this other government time, and that the reason why we are going out there. No. What they are saying is we need to stop impunity for corruption. Let's hear you.
Yeah.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to know something. Those where they were and where they are talking on since by every saying their power we were here for children, make the country. Where was Santa people because of governors where were they? When all the corrupt system, all the corruption was going on right here, without no check break, without no break. Santa was here, everybody was down here running without all the deals so that they didn't have anything to say. But I was Santa people go sit down somewhere, man. If you would have nothing. They go sit down somewhere.
Thank you for your contribution. I mean, if you're asking where Santa has been, then probably we need to provide information. Santa has been around since 2004. Santa has advocated, and that led to the establishment of all of those anti-graft institutions we have, the NCC, the GSC, and the other. So we've been around for some time. Let's take
my name is Hassan Chala. I'm calling from Texas.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, let us talk about positive our country money. That is very true. But the one want for the government to do for us, the incoming government. These police are on the road. Let everybody, let the police assign a picture and run after the trash money in the country. This people must get 2 AFL. Run after the trash money in the country and repeat all for all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, so we've been around since 2004. Centa got a grant from the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency in 2020, and it's a 3.5 years program. That grant has allowed Centa, the ability to up the ante in some of their advocacy. Before then, Centa was doing advocacy, but I mean, it wasn't at this very large scale with the kind of capacity, with this capacity that Centa has now. So all of the visibilities we are having, all of the efforts we're making is because of the support from our partners, the Swedish. So you expect Centa's voice to be louder now than maybe it was in 2004, 2005 and upwards. So it's not that it's because of George Weah administration that we're here talking. Let's hear you.
Your name is Otis. I'm from Monrovia. I'm going to ask Centa, since they were funded, how many places are won in this country? And since they established this program, they were here from jail drinking all day, all the guests have to eat.
Thank you very much. So let's pause the call and let's pause the call to allow the guests and others to respond to some of the concerns that are raised, and then we can go back to the line. So you hear the callers.
All right, so thank you. I think I will begin with Otis. Otis is concerned about how many cases Center has won. Center is a civil society organization. Center does not have jurisdiction over corruption cases. The institutions responsible for that is the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission and the Ministry of Justice. So what we do is to raise awareness, like we are doing now, is to tell you some of the ills in the society and what you need to do as an ordinary citizen. So yes, again, LACC has been doing extremely well, and they have been investigating cases. They have been taking action against those involved. Somebody said police should be assigned pickup to take action against those that are involved. I think that was a recommendation. Very nice. Well, basically, what we want to say here is that if you think that you enjoy corruption and you believe that those people who depriving you from benefiting from your natural resources should continue in that direction, it means that the march for tomorrow is not for you. But if you think that you want to see Liberia, or better Liberia, where you go on Broad Street and see everything is okay, where you send your children to high schools, public institutions, of course, and then they are seated within classes that has air condition. If you want to see a road connectivity from here, maybe to Lofa or to Maryland or Southeast, it means that you have to come out in your number. If you think that you want to see, you want to put an end to impunity, that is somebody take your money and nothing happen, it means that you have to join this march tomorrow. Because we are not here to say somebody say 1847, they has not happened. That's why I even started with my argument on this platform today to see from 1847 to present. People think that when something happens, we should just let it go. We should just let it be, and nothing should happen. Nobody should punish anybody. We are all Liberians, so when somebody steal, even though they person stole, but then because of their stealing, it has resulted to 15-20% being dead. It means that we should just let it go. All right. So we cannot continue with that. So that's why JOCSAI is saying that enough is enough. We must put our feet on the ground. Those that are involved, we should hold them accountable for their actions and inaction. They must account for whatever resources that they are entrusted with. It is not time that we sit behind to say, hey, say it happened 5 or 20 years ago and the same thing happened today. Nobody must take action. We are talking now because we notice persistent culture of impunity. That's why we organize ourselves under the umbrella of the Joint Civil Society Anti-Corruption Initiative. And we are very serious. We want to see the end. Somebody said we should also petition the legislature. And that is our next plan. Okay. Our next plan will be to petition the legislature. First, starting with an audit. We cannot have 3 branches of government, only 2 branches are subject to audit. It means that we are not even transparent to our very self. You cannot be a father in a home and you are not accountable to your children. But then you're asking your children now to make report. And that's the case with the legislature. But tomorrow March focuses on petitioning the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission to investigate U.S. sanctioned public officials. Like we said, it is not a witch hunt. If Liberia was a civilized country like other countries, if you are alleged of corruption as a responsible citizen, you resign. You submit yourself to investigation. But our case here is different. Even some of us that are calling today, we are the one clapping for those people because why they give us $50 to defend me. Though I did this, but I'm doing it in my country. So there is how people try to rationalize corruption. Okay. JOCSAI is against that.
Okay, let's take a few batch of calls and then we can call your day and just
go around the table and get your parting comments. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Yes,
let's hear you, please.
Yes, so my name is Japa Maxwell Hooks, and I'm calling you from Mount Barkley. I'm hearing your studio guests, and I want to say thank you to the issues they are raising. I also represent an organization called the Liberia Partnership Council, which will likely be part of the civil society movement very, very soon.
Okay.
So the petition about marching and petitioning the LACC, it is a good thing, especially with regards to the sanctioned officials who have been re-elected or who have been elected as senators for Makibi and Rivertest. But my question is, I don't know the impact of the march and the